Hey guys, this is Cam, Oregon Knife Guy, out at the 100 Acre Woods for another walk and talk. It's a very nice evening. Love the way the light plays the trees on this trail. As soon as you get up and crest over this side of the hill, you get all these wonderful sunbeams coming through trees and shadows and whatnot. It's glorious. Oh, got a few new ones. Showed up in the mail. I got from my Etsy guy, Travis. Dude must have the best knife collection because he passes on some glorious knives. I mean, the ones I'm showing you aren't rare or crazy expensive or anything, but I find them worthy of my collection. So, all right, so I'm going to start with this little pen knife. I'm going to open it real quick. You know, I never prepare for this. I saw the sun and it just stroked me to turn the freaking video on. So here we go. All right, so this is a Queen Steel pen knife. I don't know if they call it, I don't know what pattern it's the number 3 pattern according to Queen. I'd say just a pen knife, right? Clip point on one side, pen on the other. Really good condition knife. It's got good snap. Doesn't have the tightest blades. I wouldn't say it's wobble. I don't know how to describe it, right? Like, they don't really wiggle. It's just the frame isn't super stout. And so when you go to test the wobble, it almost feels like there's wiggle, but it's kind of flexing the whole frame. So, you know, not the sturdiest little bad boy, which is weird because most of my Queens, I mean, even especially the little ones, they seem to be really stoutly made. This one has the Delrin, so that's Winterbottom Delrin, not bone. So I don't know what year that makes this, but it's an okay knife. I do really like it. That's why I bought it. Next one, though, is the one I'm really excited about. There's a series that I am in the works of collecting, and I've showed a couple of these knives in different videos. And it is the Ka-Bar series with this particular tang stamp. I believe it's 70s that they use this tang stamp and this type of jigged Delrin. Once again, I gotta get it open. Then I'll snap them all shut. But here we go. So this is the tang stamp that I'm talking about with that Delrin. So I have the Barlow, I have the boy's knife pattern or the small jack. It's the size of the GC14, and I have the camp knife, and now this I don't know if they call this the large or medium. It's 3 5/8, 3.5 is probably the medium Stockman, right? I do really like the shape of the clip point or the spay blade, and I also really like the finish on this main blade. This knife, when I ordered it, so would you believe I paid under $100 for both of those knives together? And the Ka-Bar showed up new old stock in its box. The box is a hair battered, so I wouldn't call it pristine old stock, but it was in its box, which I find wonderful. So that's it for new knives. Other than that, I'm carrying my Atom, which I've honestly had a hard time getting out of my pocket. I mean, that's pretty typical, right? The honeymoon phase. Sometimes they last longer than others. I mean, my military 2 hunting in Moonface has never ended. So, and then the fixed blades that I have, you know, I carry this every day, a strap to this backpack, which I spend a lot of time in. You know, if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I hike. I wake up and I do 7 miles before work. And then when I get off work, I feed my little beasts and off we go. And we come up to this trail. It's a mile from my house to get to this trail. And then when you do all the trails, it's like 5 miles. So that's the beginning. And then I do a big loop around town, which adds 5 miles. So I generally do between 10 and 12 miles in the evening. Just depends, you know. I wake up so early. I get up at 2 a.m. and feed my dogs so that I can get a 7-mile hike in before I go to work. So I'm a cook, and so I open the restaurant at I get down there at 5. You know, we open up early, breakfast shift, and so I have to wake up early and get to trucking in order to cover the distance to try to maintain my goals. We, you know, at this point, I've only done one real backpacking trip, but I love to hike. I don't know if it's literally a retirement plan at this point. Me and my wife plan on hiking all the big trails in America. You know, being cooks, and she's a baker. We're not rich, so we can't just take off to do any of those big trails. So when we do it, it's gonna have to be after we retire. So hopefully that's something that we'll be able to do before we're both decrepit. You know, that's the goal. But I also wanted to do a little comparison of the 14. So real quick, also in my pockets, this is my Wolstenholme penknife that I've whittled with for so long. In my left front pocket, I'm carrying this Knife Ship free slip with case, bone stag, split back whittler. Love it. It's a 2006. And for comparison's sake, I brought this. I'm gonna find a stump here so that I can set these side by side. I have my 14 and my 15. But I've just not seen a good spot to do it. I guess right here on this little hillside will be fine. So here's the slip I carry my 14 in. It is a beautiful little gentleman jack, sheep's foot blade, pin blade. It's sandbar stag. So that is my 14. And then my 15 I just got. This is the most recent knife. This is the 15 cap lifter. Main spear point blade. Cap lifter secondary. I don't know why I didn't open up that other one. God, it's like a roller coaster with me, guys. I'm sorry. Every time if you guys watch a video, it's fucked up. I love that 15. The size is fantastic. I did compare it. I didn't do a video, but I compared it to the Case Barlow. But there they are side by side. To the 14, as far as a Barlow, it seems too small to me. I know that there is Barlows of that size, but the old ones that I found seem to be very rare. Hammer Brand and Imperial made them in their shell construction, so definitely not the highest quality knives. And I have a couple of those that are the 3-inch. And in the modern time, you know, GC makes one, and Baron Son also makes it. They call it their baby Barlow. So there's that. But as a small jack or boy's knife, gentleman jack, it's perfect size. It's a nice little knife. See, when I think of a Barlow, I think of, you know, a work knife, right? A knife of the people, the knife that workmen carried back in the day. And the 14 pattern, or the 3-inch frame in particular, it just seems too dainty for a work knife. So that's my take on that. All right, I showed you the military. I showed you the Atom in my front cargo pocket. I've got the live wire. As you can see from the wear, this bad boy gets carried and used a lot. I do really enjoy this knife. As far as OTFs go, I don't know if I've seen or felt a more functional one. It's got such a nice slicey blade. Just works really well. So then, Scout Carry. Ever since I purchased it, I've been carrying, this is the Defiant 7 Ace, and it is, as you can see, a little knife. It's ABL, the Les George design, if you didn't know. Oh, there he is. Look at that dog flopping about on the trail like a weirdo. So, Scout Carry, I carry the Ace. On my strap, I carry the M1 by White River. That one's in Magna Cut. I've also got a Civivi that rides up front, horizontal. The Civivi Soken, which isn't as easy to put back as the M1. I can so I gotta hold on for 1 second, just real quick, so I can do this without stabbing myself. And click. There we go. All right, so there's my boys. That is Cyrus on the left and Odin on the right. I am Cam, the Oregon Knife Guy, and I'm out. I hope you all have a wonderful week.